Having been driven by deprivation, the remaining clans of Brynmar rushed to find lands untouched by the doom. With water rations dwindling and weary alliances thinning, many walked the path north with prayers on their breath. Hope for a blessing wilted, however, as scalding rain burned its way through the sky. Desperate for respite, a number of the group took shelter in the low entrance of a cave. With nowhere to go but down, they came upon a rusted metal door inlaid into the stone cavern. The group of 10 wound their way through oddly sized rooms tucked with articles long lost, before encountering a Stitch Knight and leaving its room as 6. 3 of Vladishka, 2 of Banes, 1 of Sparwa. And then I believe the Banes might have ran in first, and then Vladishka was sort of right after them.
Yeah, I remember it that way too.
Yeah. Now, would, I'm forgetting your character, what her name is, but would the last of the Sparrow clan also, like, follow in?
I think ironically,
you don't remember.
the last.
It's funny that you don't remember her name because her name is Thillast.
Like, you did say it. I thought you were saying a joke.
Funny.
It's like, I don't remember the name of your character, but will the last like to join us? So it's like, yeah, right there. Yeah, it's the
You know
on the
what?
owlbear. It's the,
that's there actually.
token with the arrows.
A win is a win. A win is a win.
A win is a fucking win. Also, I did not come up with that name, and I did not plan any of this.
It's a good one.
Right?
Okay. Let me upload the new scene then. Okay, so you guys would have entered up here. Okay. Back on schedule. Okay. Okay. As you enter the room, you can see that it's almost a perfect cube. Even the height of the walls around you match that of the corners. So it's about 75 foot tall, very high, not quite vaulted ceiling, but there is a slope. The walls are a carved stone that's in a almost corrugated pattern. Nothing too fancy, but it's certainly rhythmic and intentional. The far right side, or well, your guys' left, nearest to you, there's an unlit furnace. And then farther back along the same wall is a turned over chair and a scattering of papers. There's another doorway to your guys' right. And in the middle is, you guys can see this large disc-like shape inlaid into the floor. It's made up of several sequential rings with sort of textured patterns in the largest ring and a smaller interior ring that is near smooth. It's a lighter stone than the rest of the floor, save for the innermost ring. But yeah, this is your room.
Okay, couple things.
Yes, we are still in a dungeon, so...
Yes, that was my first question.
Do you still have the table reference sheet?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So, just so that way we're all on the same page, we've done one action in round 4. Is that where you're also at?
It should be, yeah.
Okay. Because that's where I've got mine left off at. So we have 2 actions left. And I am in the wrong page. Okay, dungeon actions. So I personally would like to do several things, and Nat, I would like you to also list what you would like to do, and then we could do some shot calling on what order we want to do what. But I obviously
have a feeling that we'll be wanting to do similar things.
Good. Resmodian has the letters skill, so I would like him to go check out the papers so that way he could maybe read what is going on over there. And I would also like someone else to be checking out the inner circle to see if it is something that can be like moved or is like a puzzle type deal, and can be interacted with, or if it's a pressure plate of some kind that might be a trap. And then I would like Rosalie to be doing the coward way, but honestly, she feels it's a very brave thing to do. And it's to hang back, don't touch anything, and watch the doorways for any random encounter. Now that they've seen combat, she knows that there's other things in here. So she would like to keep a lookout. So that's kind of my general plan.
Okay. Sorry if you already said this. Did you say anything about searching for traps or like
specifically
secrets?
the center, but other than that, I did not have any mind for that. So
okay, because
good thing you brought it up.
So Thillast's skill, which I don't know. Actually, wait, is this? It's based off intellect. Cool. So, so Thillast is pretty good at perception, and I can use the explore skill to move cautiously into a new adjoining room and begin searching for traps, hidden doors, and other secrets.
I thought explore was to go
Moss.
into a new room.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's applicable here, but if it is, then I think that would be a good thing to do.
Since we kind of started the game like moving into the room, I'd be okay to use it in this circumstance. But in the future, like if you guys have already entered a room, then it wouldn't apply to the room you're already in.
Okay, got you.
Would it be search then?
Yes.
Search or interact?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I'll probably, if I can explore, then I'm going to explore with Thillast.
I'll say you can just because we started the game with me assuming you would go in, so I didn't start the session being like, now what was your dungeon action? And no like events have occurred yet, so I think it's fine to say that you would have done it otherwise.
All right, cool. Is that a D20 plus my intellect plus 2 if I have the perception skill, right?
Yes.
Okay. So plus 3. Oh, that's really fucking good. That's 22.
Ooh, okay.
I think that means I probably spark.
Yes. The like level of the dungeon check-wise is 10, so you've sparked twice.
So I choose 2 sparks?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm gonna do so quietly and safely.
Okay. And you're just checking the room. Let me make sure it's not anything specific like
I'm searching for traps, hidden doors, and other secrets.
Okay, perfect. It's not like search where you have to pick a specific one. Okay.
Oh, it says investigating one room feature on a success plus 1 per spark.
Okay, so you get to pick 3 things then.
Well, is it something that I pick, or is it something that you would know? Because it seems like this is like hidden stuff.
1 room feature on a success plus 1 per spark. Normally I've been ruling it that like people can like tell me what they're looking at, but if you want it to be like you're searching for secrets, I like you rolled high enough. I think that's fine as well.
I'm definitely prioritizing secrets and hidden things and like traps and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're kind of not too worried about over here? Or over
No,
here?
not necessarily.
Okay. Yeah. Can I move you here?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Yeah, as you walk over this plane, you can see that there are really, really fine details carved into it. The mildew and dampness of the room highlights some of the subtle differences. You can make out the silhouettes and shapes of creatures, some fantastical, some that you've seen before and look familiar, such as like rib bones or spinal cords or wings, all sort of inlaid into the stone. Right in the middle of the plane is a kind of like a fist-sized curl of something silver embedded into the stone. It kind of looks like a bracelet or like a wired shape, but it is like into the ground, not resting atop it. Let me see. You can also probably tell that in these wider grooves, there is like a dark, dusty substance that kind of doesn't match with the rest of the room. Like there's no dirt tracked into the building really. And it's kind of like chalky, something you're not familiar with. Yeah, other than that, the room is pretty barren.
Okay. I'll relay that information to the Vladeshka and Bane members.
Okay. And I think that is your second action in round 4, if I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me mark that down.
Yep.
Okay, so we have one more action in round 4.
I would like the last one to be Rasmodian inspecting these little paper doodads over here with his ability to letters.
Okay. I'm trying to think of which one would best work. Yeah, I guess we'll just do interact. And then let's can you give me a intellect roll? And you can add your letters to it as well.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, man, that's a 4.
4.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can still read them. They're kind of like mildewy, but they're made of a kind of like wax finished paper leather. Like it's not parchment that could be ruined by water. But that also means that the way it's written with like a grease pencil is very easy to smudge. It looks to be in English, although the handwriting is a bit loopy and there's like a dialect difference, or at least a vocabulary difference. You get the sense that whoever wrote it was very well learned. Most of it, though, is diagrams. You see circles and lines inlaid in shapes like triangles or crosses. A lot of them have the same or a similar arrangement of symbols. The lighting in this room is not great. If you wanted to like read them individually and like get a strong idea of what it's about, you can take them with you, and for like a camp action you can like translate them into something more legible. But for now what stands out is the shapes. Like it looks like notes.
Gotcha. I would like to take them.
And it's like, when I say interpret it, it's not like it's in a language you can't read, but it's like very specific jargon.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do my little dungeon roll. Okay. You guys are good to progress on to round 5.
Sweet. Okay. And what is this? Is this a door?
That's like a furnace. Or like a iron fireplace.
Interesting. I don't feel strongly about other things in here unless you do, Nat.
I don't have anything in particular in mind, but I am noticing this new gear icon in the middle, and I don't remember hearing anything about that.
That represents the like silver ring you found embedded into the stone.
Got you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think I want to do any more actions, Lily.
Okay, let us advance.
Let us advance. I'm gonna let other people go ahead of me, though.
Okay, so you guys are exploring?
Yes, going through the other door.
Gotcha.
Is that a roll that we have to make? Like, do we have to choose the explore action to move to another room, or is that just if we, like, move cautiously into a room?
I think you have to... I mean, I guess you don't have to do the explore action. I'll do a rain check on that one. I'll say no, you don't have to.
Okay. So it's kind of like a risk reward type thing. Like, if we don't want to kind of like observe, like more closely observe the room before going in, we could save an action.
Yeah.
Okay. Lily, if your clan members are okay with it, I feel like the last would want to explore in like every room, though.
Sure.
Okay. If we're gonna move on to the next room, then I can use the explore action on Thillast.
Okay.
I'm rolling. That's a shit ass roll. That's 6.
Okay. Not enough for a shadow though, so you're all good.
True, I'll take that.
Okay. So we're not gonna do too much investigating. But the next room will be roughly the same size. Another square. There's no map for this one. Immediately ahead is an archway, not a door. And facing from where you came, the furthest corner to your right has another door branching off of it. Yeah, this room is also similarly walled in a sort of rhythmic groove like your last one, And in the middle is what looks to be a stone pedestal.
A stone in a pedestal.
Say that again?
What can you describe the last sentence of your description again, please?
Oh yeah. In the middle of the room is a stone pedestal. So it's like roughly chest height. It's like the most apparent fixture in the room.
Excellent. Okay, so is it time to explore on that, or what's the next call in that regard? So I assume this is not something where I can be like, what is that about that? Because that's an action to do that, so.
Yeah, to inspect any feature of the room, you'd have to use the search action, because the base skill threshold for the dungeon is 10. So you could explore to a different room and not worry about investigating any of the features, or you could take a dungeon action inside this room.
All right, Nat, you said you wanted to do that in this room, so go for it.
I already did that and I
do...
failed.
Oh, that was it. LOL.
Yeah.
Sick.
That is what happened. But if you want one of your clan's members to do like the search action or something, or allow one of the Bane's members to do that, I'm cool with that too.
Did it look like interactable at all, or was it just it is stone and it is in the room?
It has features. I can't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry,
what is
Bessie.
what is the alarm for this round?
Let me see. I think it is still fairly low because we're on room 5 and you guys haven't been doing anything too crazy. But let me check.
We're not being raucous.
You're not.
I don't appreciate raucousness.
It is actually. I'm going to take that back. It's at 4.
Okie dokie. Well, I would like Ilya to make the search action on this pedestal because she has. If she has the folklore skill, would that apply at all here to see if the symbols mean anything, or is that more about like stories and culture?
I think it could apply. Yeah, go for it.
Sick. Yay! Bum, 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 bum.
We're looking for 10.
Darn tootin'. And this is with just folklore, or is there
you could do intellect and then add folklore if you have it.
Oh good. Oh good. Oh, 19. There we go. It brings balance.
Ooh, okay. You can select a spark if you'd like. Or actually, since you got a spark, I'll let you pick a secondary feature to investigate in this room after. Or well, I suppose I'll just give you a feature, but yeah. So this stone pedestal looks to be of a similar stone as the disc in the last room. It's got that kind of lightness to it. It's up to your mid thigh. It's just a regular simple pedestal, maybe with a few like column-like designs on the corners. But from there to your chest, it begins to take the shape of a sort of digitigrade, hunched creature. It kind of has a dog-like face with like a flat nose, pinned back ears, and two curling either horns or teeth from its mouth, sort of impishly. Its mouth is open, and it has a... Well, would you touch it?
Yeah.
Okay. Its mouth is open, and it looks like it could fit a container. There's no container in it now, but it's got like a soft limestone texture, and your fingertips come back rubbed like a very shiny silver.
Interesting. Is the direction it's facing significant?
It's facing from where you guys entered.
Okay.
You got a 19, right?
Correct.
Okay. Immediately below it, it's got like a mini sequential circle design, kind of like the room you were just in, but like maybe 5 feet in diameter max. It's got little grooves, but nothing like the designs in the last room. And it's got a kind of chalky substance scattered on the floor.
Okay. Interesting. Did you say there was something else to explore that you would use with my spark?
Yes. With your spark, you've noticed that immediately across, or well, on the other side of the statue from where you've entered, the archway that leads to another room is actually several archways of at least 2 connected rooms that you can see through without a door. It's very dark back there, so it's hard to make out details of the other rooms, but partially in the room immediately next to you, so now if it's like to the left, I believe, on your map, there is a sizable puddle of water covering the floor.
Okay. Big puddle. Creepy archway. No good. No good, not happy. I don't want to go through the creepy archway, but I feel like there's going to be something cool over there. What have the Baines clan been doing? Have they just been kind of following us? Have they been taking any, like, charge themselves?
The Baines clan remained in the room you guys just left.
Okay, interesting. Weirdos.
Okay,
Why?
I think that's your guys' second action. Since the Bane clan isn't with you, you guys have a third one in round 5.
Well, Matt, you want to explore a feature in here again?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I kept fully track of what was going on, but so the map that I sent most recently, is that accurate? There's like the room on like the left side with the water puddle, and then there's another like room that we haven't explored on the north side?
Yes.
Or yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep. No, this works.
Yeah, so in that case, I would like to explore the north room.
Okay. The north room has a door that is locked. So rather than the lock action, rather than the explore action, you can do the pick lock action or the vandalize action.
Pick lock or vandalize. I would be decent with vandalize, but I think that's
I'm really
more
good with
risky than pick
agility.
lock. Yeah, if you have anybody that knows how to pick a lock, then now is the time.
Don't, but I do have a high agility. You want me to just
I
head
say
with
that
that?
still. Yeah, I say that still sounds better.
Okie
In general,
dokie.
it seems like lock picking is safer than vandalizing.
Okay. So it's an agility check, and then you can add tinkering if you have it, and the check to beat is 10.
Ooh, 14.
Yippee! Okay. Yeah, this was a very similar door to the one that was immediately before this underground structure. It's got sort of a wooden door with a metal wire gate on the outside, grate on the outside. This one's a bit easier to open than the front door. Yeah, and that's the last action. The alarm goes up to 5. Let me do the roll. Okay. What is your guys' next action?
Now that we can access the northern room, I would like to explore it.
Hell yeah, I'm in agreement.
Oh yeah. Okay. As you open the door, you can tell that this room is immediately thinner, and it's actually a very long hallway. Probably 4 times the length of the room you're in now. Just kind of stretching forward to another door. Since it is a hallway, can I get a marching order for you 4?
Yeah, where do you want to be since you only have one person?
Probably like middle back.
3rd? Okay. Okay. I think it'll be Resmodian, then Ilya, then the last, and Rosalie in the back.
Okay. Okay, sorry, who was in front?
Resmodian.
Simonian. Okay. Let me see. Give me a perception check, please.
I already rolled perception for my exploration check. Should I just use that?
Yeah, what was the check?
What do you mean? Like, what did I roll on it?
Yes,
Or what
sorry.
was I rolling?
No, like what did you roll in it? Since I know you rolled that before we did the lock picking.
Well, no, that was after the lock picking.
Oh, right, yeah, when you guys were taking exploration. My bad.
Yeah, so like one of the Vladestrica lock picked, and then I explored. But that is a 15.
15. Okay. You get to pick a spark, and then I was actually looking and realized that there are dungeon-specific sparks in the rulebook. If you select quick, then your action was free, i.e. this doesn't count as one of your actions. Canny, there are no depletion checks. Quiet means the dungeon's alarm is gonna fall by 1. Or your action doesn't count for like this, like it wouldn't increase the alarm. Safe, you suffer no damage or lasting states from anything during this action. And then striking has a couple different recovery buffs. This is on page 56 of the rulebook, but I'll go ahead and take a screenshot just for the ease of play.
Sweet. And from what you said, I think quiet sounds the best. Yeah, the dungeon's alarm value drops by 1. I think I want to make this quiet.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Real quick, let's just take a quick break so I can run and grab a snack.
Nice.
It'll be like 4 minutes, so we'll be back at 25. Is that good for everyone?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I will also grab a snack.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hell yeah. Okay. So we've lowered the alarm. We've explored into the hallway. And you got a 15 on that roll?
Yep, 15.
Okay.
And you said there was just one door at the end of this hallway, right?
From what you could see, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As you guys traverse the hallway, it's very dark here. It's only getting darker from before. There were some oil lanterns that seemed to be lit with some kind of extraordinarily or maybe even magical in origin oil, but down here there are no such things. Even from a distance you can see that the door has a similar grate as the one you just went through, but before you get all the way there, in the dim light in between the stone at your feet, you can see the shine and sparkle of what looks like a necklace.
Rosalie will snatch that up as soon as possible.
Okay. The second their fingers make contact with it, it gets to like shimmer and move, and it's like, it's cold, but it's like not the right kind of cold for being on the floor for God knows how long. And then as it slides against the palm of your hand, you feel like little tiny pinpricks. And as you kind of hold it up the way you came to see it better, you can see it has hundreds of tiny little legs along the beads. And at the like signet jewel of the necklace are little antennae like wiggling about.
Oh, cool. Can I slam my hand against the rat bashing stick a little bit to maybe get it off or fling it off maybe so it's not on me anymore? Because I don't want it to touch me anymore.
Are you trying to get it off of you, or are you trying to like smash the necklace bug?
I'm trying to get it more off than to mush it.
Okay. Then I guess we would do... Oh, is it agility? Yeah, I guess we'll do agility. And if you have acrobatics, you can add it. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. 19. 19 is
19.
clutch.
Okay, would you like to pick a spark?
Yes, does this still apply to the dungeon?
Yeah.
Shit. Quiet.
Okay. Dang,
I
they
like
bringing
that
their
dungeon.
alarm down.
Yeah, the
Rude.
less likely for random encounters, the better.
Rude. Okay, yeah, you're able to bat it off of your hand fairly easily. It wasn't like grasping at you or necessarily biting. It hits the ground with like a little, a tinny smack, as if it were metal, and it scurries in between your guys' feet and down the way you came.
Ew.
Not the ew.
I despise it.
I
don't
give
know,
I
you
despise it
think
who
kinda
said it
cute.
touched me.
You know what? This is what you get for your greed. This is what you get for your
Also,
greed.
hypothetically, think about what it would taste like.
Yeah.
Stop talking about
That's
that.
what
What are
you
you
get for your.
talking about?
That's
Y'all are
what you get for your.
freaks.
Just think about just think about the delicious barbecue you could cook with it. Come
Yeah.
on.
I'm having a mental breakdown.
Okay.
So now we're down to alarm 3
Yeah. How dare you?
on a round 6. Let's
How dare you? Okay. Messing up my perfectly crafted plans.
That's what players are for.
This is very true. Okay. Right. So that is pretty much the hallway. There's just a door at the end. It's a similar one as the one you went through. We've done our action this round. So you can either vandalize the door, lockpick the door, any of the other dungeon actions you'd like, but that's all for me.
I say lockpick. But that's not going to be Thillast.
It can be Rosalie.
Get to picking that lock, girl.
I sure will. 12. I feel a bad one coming up.
A bad one coming up? Was 12 your roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's too many good ones in a row, in my opinion.
Well, okay. So you are able to open it. It has a little bit more difficulty this time. Especially when it comes to trying to get the door to move. It's almost like something, like there's a suction to it, like you can move it a little bit, but it doesn't really give, and so you give it a fair shove. But when you do, about a foot of water comes rushing out of the crack you've just made in the door. I would like everyone to give me a constitution check for 10.
No, thank you.
I mean, no thank you. Say constitution.
What do we add to
check.
this?
You can add acrobatics if you have it. Let me make sure it's constitution, and it's not constitution.
I was like, I don't
Constitution
have
one
those
of
words
spirit.
on my sheet.
I'm too D&D brained.
Yeah.
We can do spirit, or
Okay.
honestly, actually, just pick might or agility, and then you can add acrobatics if you have it.
Got you. I'm gonna do might then. That is a 13 from Thillast.
Okay. And this is the roll to try to like back up and avoid it. If you don't want to back up and avoid it and you want to go through the water, that's up to you guys.
Under the water, carry the water. There is water at the bottom of the ocean. Hold on. I just have so many people to roll for. It's so burdensome. Okay,
No, you're good.
I have 2 14s and a 6.
Okay. So as this acrid, like, sort of alkaline water starts rushing out, you can hear like a hiss of it against the wood of the door. Everybody except for whichever is your third commoner, Lily, is able to safely sort of jump back to wherever that water recedes. Your third commoner is going to take 4 damage as it sort of like soaks right up to their knees.
4.
Yeah, girl, this shit, it stinks. It smells like straight bleach. It's been condensing against this door for who knows how long.
His damn skin hurts. Someone fetch me some fucking cream. I need ointment.
They're still good though, right?
Yeah, I'm 3 for 7.
Okay. So this pushes you guys like a third back down the hallway. It is up to you guys whether somebody is going to try to go through or go back.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Right.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like acidic, like it would eat through material?
You can tell that this was the same as... This is similar to the rain. So it wouldn't necessarily eat through material, but it can permeate through material and hurt you. So like if your pants got soaked and the pants were touching your skin, it's gonna hurt. But if you were to have like a watertight seal, you would probably be okay.
I would like to propose a scheme. Nat, I need your intense approval on this because this is stupid.
Okay.
So remember that table back in the big room?
The big room where two of my 4 clans members died? Yes, I do.
Not that one, the one after, the one we started in at this session, the one on the owl bear with all the papers.
Yes.
Either that or the chair that's over there, if that's to be taken as like literal setting. I would propose that someone props that like near the door and then opens the door from standing on top of that and can stand above the water and let the water drain out while everyone goes in a room far away, and let the water rush out and drain out, and then that we can try to get through. However, that would flood the hallway, assuming that it doesn't drain anywhere. Are there drains? Have we seen any like drains?
Aside from the like occasional grooves in the floor, not like a drain.
Okay, yeah.
Is there anywhere that seems like it would, like, of the rooms that we have explored near this hallway, does it seem like there are any areas that are like lower elevation? Like it seems like liquid would flow in those rooms in particular?
I think the Baines clan should empty their water onto the ground, and then we can follow it, and it would be so helpful.
True.
So you entered a lower point and then felt yourself going up, probably around the room with the Stitch Knight. And then this hallway may be slanted, but you can't really get a good sense of which way it's slanting. The water has slowed, though, because you did unlock the door and open it halfway, so the majority of the water has already rushed out.
Oh, so we could probably just walk in there and we wouldn't have to deal with a lot of water.
I still think whoever opens the door should be standing on top of something to protect their little ankles.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. I mean, is
Okay.
the water around our feet right now, or are we on like dry flooring?
You guys were able to make it back to dry flooring. The water went up to about like a third of the way down the hall.
Mhm. So if that was about half of it, then it's probably not
So-
going to reach the entire length of the hallway.
So then, looking at it like that, the hallway is probably slanted with the flooded room being a lower elevation.
It'd be higher for it to run down the hallway.
Yeah. Then that also means no matter what we do, that flooded room is probably gonna remain flooded, so it's probably gonna be really difficult to safely explore.
No, hold on, we're on different pages here. Is it at a lower or higher elevation? Because if it ran down the hallway, it has to run down from a higher position. So either is the flooded room spilling water down, or did it just simply slosh out because of the pressure? And it's hard to tell.
I think the latter.
Okay. Shid. Okay. Judge, how do you feel about the standing on top of a chair or a table plan? How do you feel about executing that?
I feel like it's feasible. I am curious the gymnastics required to get the table sufficiently close to the door without you stepping in the puddle. But we could also just do an acrobatics check if you want to like try to tiptoe your way through the water as quickly as possible. Before it like soaks into your boots.
Yeah, I'm down. If I just like quickly like and then like push it up against like where it needs to be and then jump on top of it real quick before it's like stopping in.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
I
I'm not gonna
literally
stop
have
you,
a
but
spare
I
pair of
am-
boots.
That seems dangerous.
I literally have a spare pair of boots from an earlier fucking place, man. I could put on 2 shoes.
Double up the boots. Yeah,
That's
if
kinda
you
hype. Where are my
if
galoshes?
you double up the boots, you don't have to roll. I'll say you can do it, just like don't be silly. Don't be too silly.
Equipment hype.
Equipment hype.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say whatever she had on was like kind of thinner, and the boots are thicker on top, so she's able to just like narrowly lace her, like really tightly lace her feet into the boots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, sick. I would love to do that, please.
Okay, are you going back for the table?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will say moving through the rooms is still going to be a dungeon action.
Yes.
Okay.
In my mind, we kind of bought ourselves some time. Do we have until like round 15, and then we're like done, or do we have like a timeout?
Till 15?
Like,
Oh,
is
like
there
round 15?
Yeah. Is there like a max round?
No, not really.
Okay.
The only thing you have to worry about is essentially raising alarm. But you can move through 3 different rooms. Or, well, you have 1 more action before we go into the next round, which will raise the alarm by 1.
Right. And in my mind, we bought ourselves
So
a
if
couple
you-
rounds by doing 2 quiets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to do that as long as Nat is not yelling at me through muted. Don't do that, you idiot! You're ruining everything.
I'm not yelling at you.
Everything.
I just have fear in my heart.
That's part of the game, I think, is embracing that fear.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna Trespasser. We're gonna traverse back to the room with the dog imp pedestal.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me bump that bad boy up to 4 again. Do our little dance.
The boy.
Do our little dance. Okay. You guys are good to continue on. You're gonna traverse back to the circle room and get your table.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 1 second.
I'm seconding.
I'm 1 seconding. Okay. So on the table, there is like a pitcher, like a muddled picture of some mostly dried fluid. It's got a bit of a smell. And there are some more papers similar to the ones on the floor, although they look a bit more refined. Are you gonna do anything with those items before you attempt to move the table?
Yeah, I'm gonna move them off. I'm not gonna screw those up. That'd be kind of funny.
Okay. Yeah, this is not a big table. It's honestly more of a desk than anything. So it's not too crazy for anyone to move. An individual could move it on their own.
Yay!
So yep,
So
we can take
independent.
it back. So independent. So we're gonna use our second action to traverse back from whence we came.
Okie dokie.
As you guys pass through this room, the room with the pedestal, the pool of water that was in the room immediately adjacent to it has encroached a little bit further, but not a significant amount. It's just a bit noticeable, and it is more of a moisture than like...
It's a bit noticeable.
It's
how much more water there is.
Noticeable. It's moved like...
Me when I go to Northern and Espa.
It's a bit... It's like... We give it 4 inches.
Jesus, okay. That's unnerving.
And then are we gonna do the third dungeon action in round 7 to go back into the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is so sick and twisted. Okay, what's next?
What is?
That you guys have alarm 5 and I'm not being allowed to encounter you. Okay.
Pissed at the level of civility.
Pissed at the level of luck you guys are experiencing. It's not meant to be like this. I'm supposed to kill all of you. Okay.
It's all planned. It's all part of our plan.
This game rewards risk taking and irrational thinking.
Okay, we're at the top of round 8.
Yes.
I guess setting up your little table shenanigans and opening the door would count as the interact option.
Sick.
Is the rest of the group just at the end of the hallway, like near the door you just came in through?
That sounds like where Thillast would be, at least.
Yeah, probably like ready to move in case it, rushes down too far, and like the chase the wave thing that you do at the beach.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm also like periodically keeping an eye on the water puddle that got a little bit bigger in the other room.
Thank you.
Okay. You are able to...
And this is Ilya doing this one.
Ilya, okay. Is Ilya... What pronouns does Ilya have? I didn't remember if it was...
She, her.
She, her. Okay. So as Ilya opens the door, she gets that same pressure as before, and the desk it's a desk, so it's like only a little bit bigger than person size, and it teeters a little suspiciously. as the water rushes around it. And the water now goes to a little bit more than halfway of the hall before it begins to flatten. You can swing the door all the way open. This is the darkest room by far, even from the doorway. The next action, I guess, will be up to you. Do you...
No one's had like a torch or anything crazy like that, right?
Unless it's in your inventory. I feel like, didn't someone grab a lantern in one of the other rooms? I can't remember.
I probably would have noted that on my sheet, so I don't think I have that.
Yeah, no, I'm specific enough to have a non-GMO carrot noted in my items, so I think I would have a torch if I had one. I was just kind of making a desperate call of like, oh, a torch, please.
No. Your eyes have adjusted because as you guys have progressed, it's been getting darker. Like the last room with sufficient light was that, was the big circle room. So you've slowly adjusted. You're not gonna be able to see things with much detail, but you can make out large shapes.
Oh, good. Just what I need to be wary of.
Yeah. You can touch everything with your hands to figure it out.
I tried that, and it touched me back.
You win some, you lose some.
I lost some to jewelry. Okay, I think we should go in the darkest of the dungeon. But I don't want to do it. I guess Rosalie doesn't want to do it.
I will say, with the way the water has flattened, if we take the what's the action? If you guys take the explore action and you succeed the check of 10, instead of gaining a room feature, the group can navigate into the room safely without, like, they can step carefully enough over the thin water that it doesn't splash up onto their boots. So she doesn't have to go alone.
I like that.
So wait, you're saying if one person in our group succeeds on an explore action, then the whole group can safely explore the flooded room?
Yeah.
Okay. I can explore, but what happens if I fail? I assume water does bad water things.
If you fail, then we'll roll for acrobatics again for you to, like, retreat to safety. It won't be an insta fail if you fail the roll. You just won't be able to traverse the whole way safely.
That is good to know. In that case, the last will say that she can take a look inside that dark room, but she's gonna need someone to help her.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that an option?
Yeah.
Resmodian will help.
Okay. What does that add to my check?
So I'm not sure if there's not really a help option in the dungeons, but I like the idea of you guys using it since we're on the first day. As a camp action, it helps an ally with their action by granting them an extra spark on success. Maybe we should just make this a group roll instead, like a group check. Because with a group check, you can be somewhat successful. Let me see. Or actually, if you, whichever character, how about this? Whichever character is giving the help action, you can add their modifiers to your roll as well. So like, if it's agility with acrobatics, you can add,
I like that.
I think it was Rasmodian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a 2.
And this is an intellect perception check.
Oh, intellect perception.
Yeah, because we're
1.
traversing.
Is there anybody else that has more intellect or perception?
Ilya has 2. She can help.
She's down too?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that makes
Okay.
the most sense as well.
Yeah. Okay, so then with Ilya's +2, Thillast has +5 to this roll.
Nice. And you only
am-
need to beat a 10.
Okay. Come on, 5 or higher, 5 or higher. Let's fucking go. Please, please, please. 12, let's go! Okay, so that's a 17.
Yay! 17. Hell yeah. Why don't you go ahead and pick a spark?
Okay. It's gonna be quiet again.
Damn it!
LOL.
To deprive me of my fun. Okay. Yep, you guys are able to get
Deprive
in
you of what fun?
my fun.
What fun? Show me the
You
fun that
just
you're
want
having.
his hell for me.
Fun. You guys deprive me. Okay. Let me see. That is a traverse, so that's gonna be an action.
That was the first
but since
action of
you-
this round, right?
I think it's the second because you used interact to do your table
yes.
thingy.
Oh, yes.
But since
Making sure I'm kind of...
but only one person needs to do traverse, so are we saying the two of them go in together?
Sure.
Yay! Okay.
Ilya will join linked arms if you want. She's unruly, so she'll be a little too splishy splashy.
I think Thillast is gonna accept the linked arms at this point. She could use some shoulder to lean on.
Oh. Yeah. This room is significantly smaller than the other rooms you guys have been in. Now for your purposes, it's kind of like the room with the which room was that? The room right after the closet that was kind of... Actually, you put a room on the end and that's kind of perfect size. Never mind me. You read my mind.
Hell yeah, all plans.
It's hard, it's difficult to see, but you can make out 6 pedestal-like shapes that sort of remind you of the dog imp pedestal, but a little bit shorter, as if missing the imp. You can't see what is on the pedestals. It is a bit too dark. Unless you want to you guys just did explore, didn't you? You got
Yeah.
1. Okay. So, because you succeeded and got a spark, you can see 2 of these pedestals. So the 2 nearest, and they're placed equidistant in the room, Nat, so with the rectangle, it's like 3 on top and 3 below.
That's perfect. That's what I wrote. I mean, that's what I already drew.
Then the 2 immediately in front of the door, that will have the most light. One of them is shaped like a weapon, and the other is shaped like some kind of like clothing. Let me get you a little bit more detail. The weapon looks to be some kind of staff. The staff doesn't look too fancy in the darkness. It's kind of just like a staff. And then the other one is some kind of leather gloves. So staff and leather gloves are on 2 separate pedestals in front of you. There are 4 more you can't really see. Or 4 more pedestals, I mean.
And it doesn't seem like there are any other, like, doors leading to any other rooms in this room?
No, not that you can see.
Okay. I'll relay to the rest of the team that there's the 6 pedestals and we can see 2 of them and what they look like.
Can these be like picked up from their pedestal, or are they like one with the whole structure?
Oh no, they're resting on top of them.
Okay. Does the ring in the big owlbear room fit with the same kind of ecosystem of pedestals?
I feel like you'd have to make a search action to get more detail.
Fair enough.
Nothing jumps out at you though.
Okay. Well, this is weird. For my other homies that hung back, how's the creeping water room?
It's chilling. It's
Okay.
not moving fast enough so that it's like crazy noticeable.
Okay. Well, so I imagine we can pursue the rest of, like, looking at the rest of this and go in further, or fuck off and go somewhere else.
Yep, we have one more action in this round.
Hell yeah. If the last is willing, Ilya will go through, but she won't go anywhere that the last won't, just because in the dark linking arms is a good way to stick together.
I think the last will follow along as long as it is safe to do so, which I think it is, right?
We'll find out. I have no faith.
No faith.
Well,
So what
wasn't there something about,
action?
like, if we successfully explored, then we wouldn't have to worry about, like, the water just, like, moving around, right?
Yeah, you guys are helping each other, so you guys are good in this room. Like it's
Then yeah,
it's like a puddle, so as long as you like are careful, you should be fine. Like as long as you don't splash it up onto your boots or like touch it with your hands or
Then yeah, she will cautiously be guided along.
Hell yeah.
Are we searching the room?
Yeah, seeing what the other pedestals are, or what's on them.
Okay. It says for search, it says there's no check required, but this takes 1 action per remaining room feature, minimum 1. So I feel like this means it's one action per pedestal. Does that seem fair?
Yeah,
Okay.
especially since it's in the dark. Okay, you said they're arranged like 3 on bottom, 3 on top.
The way Nat has it on her picture is actually perfect. So you could tell me which of the pedestals you're most interested in.
Gotcha. I'll just go to the one next to the staff.
Okay. One second. Okay. So this one is gonna have is Ilya the one touching it?
Yeah.
Okay. Her hand is gonna meet something smooth and cool and round. Nothing too big. She can wrap her hand around it pretty comfortably. And it is gonna be a glass bottle with a sort of glass stopper. And it's a really thick glass. It's a little tinted, so it's hard to see on the inside. And it doesn't really weigh anything, but it seems like there's a bit of movement.
Interesting. Is it weird imp dog mouth statue size? About that size, or is it too big or too small?
It's fist size. It could fit in the mouth.
Interesting.
You can add mysterious bottle to your inventory.
Mysterious bottle.
Mysterious bottle. Okay. Okay. Our alarm is up to 5. Okay. You guys just go.
You want to keep on checking out the pedestal objects?
Yeah, do you want to spend this whole round just knocking out the last 3?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we're using all 3 actions?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one you grab from the top left is going to be a smooth wooden box. And when you pick it up, you can hear that things are moving around inside of it. But you can't really find any inscriptions or seams in the box that are obvious. So you can add unknown box to your inventory.
I will add that to mine.
Let me see. Okay. So the one in the middle and the back, sorry, I was reading these item descriptions to make sure it's nothing too crazy. The one in the middle back is another one that's really light. It's actually a little warm to the touch. And it seems to be a multi-sided prism of some kind. The texture feels smooth like glass. So you can add glass prism to your inventory.
also add that.
You want that one too?
Yeah.
And then the last one is a small chest.
Ooh, I want that one.
All yours.
In the dark, you can't really find the latch of it, though.
I'm ending my life. Is it pick upable?
Oh yeah, it's like it's like 1.5 feet by a foot. Like it's like a comfortable carrying size chest.
Hell yeah. We're taking this out and inspecting it out in the daylight, in better light. Any light.
Okay. That's what you think.
Damn it.
That's what you think.
Did we also take the staff and gloves, or are those still on their pedestals?
You guys didn't describe taking them, but it's not gonna cost an action to take them. So if you wanna put
I'm at least interested in the gloves.
I'll
Yeah.
take the staff for sure.
the gloves are like a dark leather. Nothing too interesting about them. They've kind of got like a smell going on. Like a hard to pinpoint, a little bit uncomfortable smell, but nothing that like hurts you. The staff is similar. It's like very musty. It's kind of got like a uncomfortable texture on your hands. But it is a staff, so.
You said the gloves were leather, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Musty staff. Fuck
Musty
yeah.
staff, musty gloves. It's almost like you got them from a musty room.
Some musty logic you got there. Okay. Well, we did that.
Okay. Two seconds. Okay, since we're following the POV of these two, I'm gonna say that as you guys are about done, you can hear like panicked shouts from where you left the rest of the Vladeshka clan in the previous room.
We gotta go back.
I'm presuming we
Yeah,
take
I'm gonna.
the action to return.
Yeah.
Immediately,
Yeah.
you can see that one of them had just dropped the little jewel bug you had before. Except instead of just like one string of necklaces, you can see a few string of pearls, some tiny little coins all skittering out from the previous room that the water has been encroaching from. They're running like under the legs of the two clan members. Some are crawling over them. They seem to kind of be doing the thing where they like kind of just stomp and like tiptoe and like try to avoid it. Except for what looks to be a large 6-foot long centipede that's pure white, beginning to skitter out of the room with its little antennae flicking right at them.
What the fuck?
Hey,
No.
I have a crude crossbow. Can I shoot a crossbow bolt at that fucking giant centipede?
Yeah, if you'd rather do that than attempt to flee or yeah.
Okay, cool. What do I roll for that?
I think we would just roll initiative.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds like combat.
How do I roll initiative again?
D20 plus initiative.
Oh, right. Initiative is a specific stat. 13.
13. Okay, Lily, do you want to roll one initiative for your guys's?
Oh, sure. 24. Perfect roll.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. For the sake of Nat identifying what she wants to do first, is it okay if she goes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and do your ranged attack.
Yeah. Do I? I'm guessing I do skill bonus plus like an associated attribute or something.
Yeah, what weapon did you have?
Crude crossbow.
And that was part of your crude weapon?
No, that's like specifically a starting weapon that she was generated with.
Oh, okay. The crude weapons, I believe. Let me check.
It says this does D6.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think as a commoner, you take a deed with the crossbow. Let me see. Let me pull up the character sheet real quick. Because I think there should be a ranged deed, and then you use the crossbow in the deed.
Like commoners, we don't have things like deeds on our sheet. I don't even think that word exists on our sheet. We just have like mine all come with just like a basic weapon attack that deals sword damage 2d4. But then yeah, I think we picked up that crossbow, which is hype.
Yeah, but there's no like to hit bonus?
I'm not reading any to hit bonus.
Or there's no ranged versus something?
If there is, I didn't note it.
Okay.
And I think the
It's probably
generator
versus
didn't
guard.
tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just do D&D roll for now.
I feel like it would make sense, or yeah, I feel like a crossbow attack would make sense with agility, right?
Yeah, go ahead and add agility. Commoner
Would I also add my
combat
skill
always
bonus?
confuses me.
It's
no,
a +1 right now.
Yeah, you can add your skill bonus.
Okay. In that case, this roll will have a +1 because I have 0 agility. That is really good. That's a 17.
Ooh, okay, roll damage.
2d6.
And you can also add a spark to that since it's still a 10.
Fuck yeah. Are sparks any different in combat?
Not necessarily. It's not the same as the dungeon actions. It's sort of just like a flavor text that you can use.
Okay. I'm gonna say she makes this attack cannily.
Hell yeah. When we actually have combat with specific weapons and you earn your deeds, there will be conditions that are triggered by sparks, like do double the damage or impose a certain condition. I'm just very rusty on commoner mechanics, so
That is very fair. Yeah,
And
so
they
we're
also
gonna get canny, and it does 9 damage.
hell yeah. Okay. How do you want to do this?
Oh, fuck yeah. Um, a crossbow bolt kind of just like pierces a point right between its like exoskeleton plating, and yeah, it goes down.
Hell yeah. That's the biggest one you see, and it kind of scurries along towards you a few feet before you get your arrow in. And a little mini horde of other bejeweled bugs kind of like swarm over and around it and between your guys' legs and through the door to the big circle room. Other than that, Lily, you can take 1 damage from. We'll deal 1 damage to one of the 2 guys you left behind,
Mm-hmm.
as they got bit by the necklace bug. But that is all from me.
Definitely could have
Can
been
we
worse.
see what they're doing in that other room? Like, are they gathering there, or are they still like just passing on through, going through the dungeon?
They were passing on through.
Okay. Gross. Okay, so then assuming that that west room is now empty of what the fuck that was, we can go in there. Any objections?
No, that works for me.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
I will add though that the bugs ran in because the water had pooled up very close to the entryway.
Oh,
Oh, so there's more water from the water puddle room than before.
Yeah.
I see.
We can still navigate it. We'll just roll for acrobatics to do so carefully. In addition to the
okay.
intellect roll to look through features of interest.
I don't know if the last wants to go in that room again. Or not.
Okay, so what
in
does that leave
room
us with
again, but
then?
wants to explore another flooded room.
So there's two. So looking on our map, there's 2 directions we haven't. There's 2 like areas we haven't explored, and it's back towards the entrance.
Yeah. I'm very cool exploring those.
Okay. I think we should do it with some stealth and some tact, so that way the creepy crawlies don't come out to get us.
That definitely works for me.
I don't like when the creepy crawlies get us.
Yeah. We'll avoid those creepy crawlies the best we can.
Okay, so we're going back into the circle room.
Actually, wait a minute. So, the giant centipede, did I kill it?
Yes.
And is the corpse in this room, or did the little ones do something with it?
It's in this room still. They didn't bother with it.
Hypothetically, would something like that be edible?
I don't see why not.
I think the last is gonna try to get some meat from it before we go.
Okay. Does she have a crude weapon she can carve it with?
She actually has better than a crude weapon. She has a normal weapon, but she doesn't have a crude weapon. So I don't know, like, if I use a higher quality weapon, is there a chance that this would like damage it in any way?
No, not at all. I just didn't know if she had something other than the crossbow.
She has a great sword.
Oh yeah, girl, you're fine. Okay. Yeah, she can carve it up. Let's do... Let's say you'll have to do a vandalize action for that.
So then that is gonna be
a might and
might
athletics.
athletics. I don't have athletic. I do not have athletics, but I do have a +2 might. 11. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll say that with 11 you can get, if it's 6 foot, you can get a solid 3 rations out of it worth of meat.
Hell yes.
Uncooked though, so that will be up to you whenever you decide to eat it.
Excellent.
As you cut into it, the carapace of the centipede reminds you a lot of the sort of the silvered stuff you've seen around, like a thing embedded in the disc in the other room, and some of the chalky dust lying around. It has a similar, like, iridescent white shine that rubs off on your hands a little bit. But other than that, you're able to get your 3 rations of uncooked meat off of it.
Sweet. All right, I'm ready to progress now.
Hell yeah.
Stealthily.
Okay, so we're gonna traverse into the next room. Okay.
That was the first action around 10?
The second action, because we had to do the vandalize action to harvest the bug. But since you had a random encounter, that resets your alarm to 0. Although vandalize does bring it back up to 1.
Hell yeah.
So it is at 1. Okay. This is gonna be a bit unfortunate for you, Lily. But as you walk into the room, you realize that all your little jewel bugs did not in fact leave, and they are actually lining the walls of this room, like tucked into the corrugated grooves. It kind of has like a glittering, dazzling effect going on. And there are none really on the floor, save for actually, yeah, there's really none on the floor. They're all along the walls, which unfortunately includes the northern door.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
The door is closed and we have to touch it to open it?
I mean, kinda, yeah. I will also add that this is the 3rd round you guys have not seen the Baines clan.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're doing
Just
their thing.
Just making sure.
They're not as cooperative as I had hoped.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Fuck. I would like... Hey! Turns to the last. Rosalie's gonna be like, I've noticed you got a pair of gloves from back there. Do you think since you have the extra protection, you could open the door? I don't want another one of those touching my hand.
Let me check the last's alignment real quick.
Go for it.
She's gonna kind of give a pleading look to literally anyone else in Vladeshka.
How's the last looking?
You mean health-wise?
Yeah.
She's taken a little bit of damage, but she's okay.
Okay, fair. Both Resmodian and Ilya are below half HP.
Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty beat up.
What about Rosalie?
She's pretty good.
She's what?
She's pretty good.
She's gonna look pleadingly at Rosalie.
She's gonna look pitifully right back.
I think the last is gonna go, fucking fuck. And she's going to just like trying desperately to like breathe steadily. She's gonna put those musty little fucking gloves on her hands.
Feeling a little guilty about it, Rosalie's gonna like kind of be behind her with her short sword, like ready in case something does jump out, or like with the rat bashing stick. Maybe would be better than slashing at bugs. She's got the stick ready just in case. She's like, okay, I'm making you do it, but I'll help.
Okay, as you put the gloves on, we're gonna do the interact thing. Is that okay?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. As you put the gloves on, they're cold, and then they suddenly seem to warm up really, really fast. Like your hands feel really sweaty. And they start to glow. This like a warm, and then a hot, and then a blinding flash right in front of you.
And that's just from putting the gloves on?
Yes.
Oh. Interesting.
Give me 1 second. Putting the gloves on raises the alarm by 1. The round is over. I get to do my roll. Okay, 1 moment. Okay. As you put the gloves on and the cool turns to warmth, turns to burning hot, and then you essentially get flashbanged by these gloves. They start to cool, kind of like hot metal, and you feel a rush of something like up your arms, under your skin. And it's an odd feeling, but it's not really painful, and you don't really find yourself minding it all that much. I'm not sure her background, but it doesn't take much knowledge in the arcane to know these are magic. So you can change leather gloves to magic leather gloves. At the same time, that flash of magic echoes around the room against these rhythmic grooves in the wall, shines against the many little jeweled carapaces lining it, and it seems to sort of like ping around as if surrounded by like little disco balls. The brightest shining light, however, comes from above you. And I would like you to roll for initiative as a silver dust begins to fall from the ceiling.
That's an 8 from me, Chief.
Okay. You sound so sad, Lily. I finally get my encounter.
The 12. Yeah, your encounter. 12 for my party.
Okay. Okay, so Nat, you got
I got an 8.
yay. Okay. Okay. So this dust kind of like sprinkles down from the ceiling. It shimmers and seems to echo the light of your magic gloves. I'm gonna put you guys here. It begins to swirl around the edges of the disc on the floor, and more silver dust rises from the grooves where it had been like sort of a dusted chalk. Then it slowly begins to coalesce in the... where am I gonna put it?
Oh, hello.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
It'll coalesce right in the middle where that silver circlet was. And then the beautiful, delicate silver begins to shift together as one mass. It begins to form into a flayed pile of flesh and silver carapace. The dust settles on itself and then sags under its own weight before twisting, one long limb stretching out, and then another, until 6 free themselves underneath the silver mass. They scrape along this unpolished stone with an audible friction, and then it writhes until it is lifted and held aloft, and then a portion of it descends forward and upward into the mockery of a head and neck. And then combat will start. Okay. Is going to hello?
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 Can you hear
You
me?
weren't saying anything for like a minute.
Yeah, no, I thought you were like locked in.
No,
Yeah, me
my
too.
computer crashed. Okay, what's the last thing you guys heard?
You said I'm going to.
Okay, you heard the description of the icky thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, you said combat starts, and then it sounded like that thing was first, and you were going to decide on what move to do, and then I thought you were just really deciding on what move to do.
No. Okay. While it was crashed, I wrote some of it down. Okay. Thillast. It is gonna drag itself on these long spindly legs over to you, and it is gonna raise one in the air and try to bring it down upon you. Does a 7 hit?
What is that versus?
Your guard. I don't know if commoners
My
have a
guard
guard.
is 0.
Hmm.
Is that
Yeah,
even
we have a guard.
possible?
It's just hella low. It's armor plus agility. So if you have no armor and no agility, then yeah, it's extremely possible.
Yeah, I have no armor, no agility.
Yeah, each of the abilities, at least on my thing, have like what it's made up of right next to it. Also, I don't know if you have a different sheet.
I
Okay.
did not add that to mine.
It's gonna be 3 damage.
Oh, the last is not looking too good.
And that's gonna be it for its turn. So it's gonna be the last's turn.
You said it's gonna be the last turn?
Did
I'm pretty sure
did a 12
I'm
not
pretty sure
beat
the
an 8?
Vladechka clan. Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Oh, I ordered this wrong in my notes. Yes, it is your turn, Lily.
Okay. So remind me again how this goes with multiple people. I don't remember.
Normally, so you can take your turn now, and I think the way it works is you get 2 attacks per group. I'm waiting for my computer to load up again, and then I can have the actual rule book open. Since we already have all 3 of them marked out on the map, I'm okay with each of them taking a turn.
Okay. Um. duh, 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 duh. And then a turn is just it's what one action, and then a reaction, or is it 2
Yeah.
actions?
I think it's just 1 action. Or
All
actually,
right.
well, I think you get 3 action points, and then you can use them, and you just can't repeat the same action twice. I'm pulling it up. Okay, when you start your turn, you have 3 action points. An action uses up 1 action point generally, and you just can't repeat the same action twice. Let me check if there's anything specific for commoners. Okay, so for you to attack, you're going to use an accuracy against their guard. That's how it's going to work. So let me look at honor. So wait, what was the question, Lily? Sorry, I just looked through like 3 things.
I think my question was, what do I get to do in a turn and how many things? And then it went from there, from 3 to a question mark. So it's 3 actions.
3 actions. The list of actions is.
Yeah, I have that pulled up. I've had that pulled up. Pretty good.
Yeah, so you have
reference.
3 of those. You have 3 of those little pips, but you can't repeat any pip you take. So like you can take aim, take cover, and throw, but you can't throw twice.
Wait, I have a question. Is block something that we can do? Because I'm realizing that Thillast has worn light boots with an armor dice of 1d6 that might have been able to reduce damage.
Yes, and it's a reaction, so you can take that reaction.
Oh, okay, sick. I'm gonna roll that 1d6.
Mhm.
That's 1.
You get 1 back.
I will take that.
Okay, and last question before I do my turn. Is it 3 pips amongst all 3 people, or does each of my clan members get 3 pips?
They can all share the pips just for the sake of gameplay.
Okay. So the first pip was Rasmodian moving all of his movement to get up to here. The second one is going to be Ilya moving in to try to attack the creature to give the last an opportunity to run away. Because Rosalie's gonna be like, don't fight it, run, like we got to get out of here. I am voting to run away. We're already trying to get to the other end of the dungeon, so assuming that the door isn't locked, I think we should get through there. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have Ilya make an attack. Okay, so my weapon attack says a versatile attack, so you said that's going to be the d20 plus accuracy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 16.
That beats it.
That's not bad. Okay, like that's not bad. And then if it has 2, what does the 2 sword icons mean? I don't think I've ever understood what that means. It says deal sword icon damage. There's 2 of them, and then it says 2d. That just
it
damage.
just means it just means you do the damage twice. So instead of doing 1d4 for the crude attack, you'd be doing 2d4.
Oh, okay.
And then since the creature's guard is only 10, you got a spark, which means that you get to confer the weapon effect prone.
Prone. Knock that bitch on its ass and do 4 sword damage. Get creatured on.
I'll take a creature on. Okay, let me see what prone does real quick.
And she'll like dart her eyes over at the last and be like, run.
Oh, why is there no prone? Run. And
There, I got one.
I literally can't find any state called prone. This is so odd. It used to be one. No, I mean in the actual TTRPG.
Oh, I was like, it's
I bet
there,
it-
bro.
I bet they meant unguarded. Okay. Actually, we're just gonna say that instead of prone, it does frail, because that makes more sense to me. Okay, and then you said 4 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm seeing a special state called toppled. Could that be it?
Oh, you know what? I bet it is. Let me see.
You have -2 accuracy and guard, and you have half speed. If you end this, you can end the state by spending an action to stand up. If this state has intensity, you must prevail to stand up instead.
Okay, this works. Thank you. Okay. Is that all of your pips, Lily?
Yes.
Okay. Nat, it's your turn.
Would it take an action for me to glance over at the door that we need to get through to escape and see like what's blocking my way, if anything?
I don't think so, but let me check, because that is... Let's see. No, I don't believe so.
I'm gonna quickly glance over then and see what the situation is.
You could see that the door is shut, and there are a bunch of little bugs covering it. But the more concerning bit to you is that there is a faint, little wall of powdered silver around the ring you're in.
Wall of powdered silver?
Yeah, like you can look through it, but there is, almost like a little curtain from the ground.
And so, from what I can see, it looks like it might be a little bit difficult to walk through that safely.
Yes.
Okay. All right. She's gonna make eye contact with Ilya again and step up to the toppled creature, whatever the fuck this thing is. I assume I need to use the move action to move 5 feet, right? Or would it make sense for me to do that? Because it melee attacked me, didn't it?
Yeah, but it has a range of 2.
That would explain. And I would know if I have a range of 2.
Yeah, the
like-
melee is going to be range of 1. Your crossbow
Okay.
would be range to something.
Okay.
You also can't attack twice in one turn because it would be the same action.
I see. All right. We're gonna risk it. I'm gonna move closer within melee range. I'm gonna take my great sword and I am going to try to stab into it.
Okay, roll accuracy.
16.
16 gets it with a spark.
Fuck yes.
Since it's... Yeah, we'll do... Yeah. You're just gonna confer a second condition of toppled. Because the conditions are stackable. Oh, unless you use something else.
My weapon actually does have a specific weapon effect to confer unguarded 2.
Oh, hell yeah. Toppled and unguarded.
Unguarded 2.
Yes, ma'am.
which I think makes it even easier to hit. Actually, wait.
Yeah.
It
But I
has
think- Mhm.
It has -2 to its guard right now, right? Or like it had -2 from being toppled, and then from being unguarded, I think it has another -2.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. But so from that initial -2, yeah, 16 still isn't enough for 2 sparks. So I'm gonna choose 1. I'm gonna do striking.
Hell yeah. How much damage?
It's a D10, so 2d10.
Go for it.
That's 10.
Okay.
10 damage.
Okay. It is looking rough. Its 6 spindly legs, your greatsword easily cleaves through at least 2, maybe 3 of them. It's struggling to hold itself up. You have really never seen anything like this, but you can tell that it is like misshapen, like its biology is not even enough to support itself, whatever amalgamation it is. Okay. The
We'll have
turn.
one more action, right?
Yes. You have one more pip.
I have one more. I can't attack again, right?
I don't believe so because I think it counts. It technically counts as a deed, maybe. Actually,
Okay,
no.
so
I
I can
don't
only
think it.
use one.
I think you can
Oh, yeah,
attack twice. Or
It
does it
says
say?
you can only attempt 1 deed per turn.
But I'm looking at your commoner sheets and it doesn't call it a deed, and it normally calls them deeds.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
I
there
think you
seems to
guys.
be a massive gap in terminology between the commoner page and the rest of the game. There's so many terms that have
okay.
Yeah,
interpretations. This is
the
We're
crazy.
commoners.
playing a different game,
The
homies.
commoner is the commoner stuff is the most difficult, I think, between the beta changes. I For the sake of you guys being commoners, you can attack multiple times.
I'm gonna make another greatsword attack then.
Go for it.
Okay. So its guard is 6 right now, right?
Yes.
That's really fucking cool because I just got another 16 for this attack.
Yeah. Okay, girl. Give it to me.
We're gonna go with canny and quick. And for damage, that's gonna be 6 damage.
Okay.
Oh, and
How?
because I sparked, I also do the weapon effects, right?
Yes. But also,
So that's an
how do you want to do this?
oh fuck yeah! I cut off its head.
Hell yeah. This like I say creature, but it's more like the blob from the thing. Um its like neck is sort of careened backwards and there's like an imitation of something human or alive. And when you lop it off, the whole thing just begins to crumble. Um, Before it can even hit the ground with like a heavy thud, um, it dissipates back into this like silvery chalk mist. Um, it sort of scatters to the floor. It coats your guys' feet and hands. Um, and as if carried by a wind, it drifts back into the grooves of the disc. Um, but instead of lowering, the silver dust walls rise and then move in towards you steadily in like a shrinking cone. Um, when they meet you guys, it's almost as if like a solid surface that like buzzes, like it's uncomfortable. like an electric feeling against your skin. And it eventually swallows you guys up, and that is where we're gonna end the session.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yay! You killed my thing.
Hacked it to pieces.
I wanted it to jump you earlier, but not that this token brought to you by Passive. I know this was a hot mess. The commoner stuff really confuses me.
That's so fair. It seems really fucking confusing.
It will get better because after this, you guys get to be new coolness level.
Yippee! We're almost cooler.
Almost
Also,
cooler.
I have questions because I feel like I did a lot of things that denied one of my alignments.
Which one?
Cowardly.
This is true.
Yeah.
You can put a tick down for the oppose one, whichever one it is.
Denial.
Yes.
I specifically tracked 3 possible things that Thillast did that would deny her nature. Should I still only mark 1 more denial?
Yeah, because you can only do 1 a session.
Got you. That's 2 denials on cowardly so far.
Hell yeah. Okay. Hopefully the chaos of the first day was a little bit enjoyable, because I feel like a lot of really vague stuff was thrown at you guys, but it will pay off later, I promise. And you guys got cool stuff.
This was definitely
so.
enjoyable. Also, I feel like
I'm
there were some really cool like character moments that the chaos led to.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Nasty little
So wait.
creatures.
I didn't know
this
you were
gonna
so
be
bug adverse, Lily.
I ain't.
She hates the bugs.
That's
do.
fair.
I don't like them. I don't like them on my body.
You don't want to make sherbet out of them?
No.
SMH.
No, I don't want them to touch me very much.
SMH.
Yo.
So wait, was this our last session of the first day, or do we have 1 more?
This is the last one.
Okay, so now we're in the campaign proper then.
Yep.
So
Fuck yeah.
what is the
I was also thinking
direction here?
Dunmeshi jewel buggies.
What was that, Lily?
Oh, what's the direction from here? Or like how do we get from where we are to the rest of the session, or is that a secret?
I can DM you guys, because everybody in this call that's not you guys is the other party. And I don't want them...
Oh, there's more people here?
Yeah,
Oh,
Spencer,
spectators.
Bianca, and Nora are all in the pre-existing groups. I don't want them to know, because they're nosy.
Okay. I'm very curious, because I'm just like, I would like to start forming the narrative as to how Rosalie goes from an unscathed little actually, she took 1 HP from getting... Oh, no, she didn't get HP damage from getting chomped the first time. It was just annoying. So yeah, unscathed, my main character. Beautiful.
Are you specifically, like, you are going with Rosalie for your main character?
Girl, I have her entire character sheet done.
Oh, I see. This has been determined.
Yeah, no, so it was like going back and forth. This was when Lords was like in and out of being a part of this, and so Moss was going back and forth of like, I don't know, we might do a first day, we might not, so go ahead and make like a batch of commoners, and if you want, make a level character in case that doesn't pan out, and you can just like jump straight into it if you really want to, because I was like hyper fixated on it. I'm like, this is sick. What do I do? So I ended up just making the whole character. So she's got, I've got her all figured out and picked out. So I specifically was playing to make sure that she survived no matter what. I needed at least her to survive, and I wanted
I should have been meaner.
other...
I should have been meaner.
I wanted at least one other of my people to survive in case the last died, so that way Nat had the option of playing with at least someone from our
Mhm.
first day, if not making up another character too. But
Mm-hmm.
that would be funny if we were both just little shits.
Here's the thing. I feel like the last kind of bonded with Ilya specifically in this session. So
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I would be very interested in
Very
having
cute.
more interactions with the two of them moving forward,
You guys have
even if she's just an NPC.
set it up very well because I don't know. The other groups have their own little like their own little I can't even call them friend groups. They're not friends. They have their own little gossip circles.
Social dynamic.
Yeah, they've got their own little mean girl web going on. And so I'm glad that the two of you have some established camaraderie before meeting with the other group. So I'll DM you guys about how you guys are gonna join the other group. But Lily, if your question is about like narrative tone, like planning an arc,
No, not quite. It's just more that way. Whenever I do jump in, I'll have something prepped as to how we got there.
oh yeah, I have how you guys got there.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, I have it leaving off of Rosalie watching her clan member and the last get sucked up in a silver dust tornado to being like, hey guys, I heard you had a bad ship time.
Oh, you're good. Trust me. The only thing you have to worry about is dealing with all these other freaks in call because their characters. I'm so excited because the vibe of everyone's characters is so different, and then you guys get to just add even more like people from different backgrounds into the mix. I don't know.
Good.
I'm very excited.
I'm glad that Rosalie's not a generic piece of shit, but she's a unique enough piece of shit.
And
I also
truly,
really like the last.
I do. I love how this has turned her into a final girl.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Just like now,
She's
now you have
so-
a crossbow and a great sword, just like fucking decked out. Like, okay,
She turned into a fucking shonen protagonist. I shit you not.
yeah.
No, I'm glad you guys had fun. But I think that's all for me. Well, thank you for playing.
Yes, thank you for
Thank you
running.
for GMing.
Yes, it gets better from here, I promise.
I'm so excited.
I'm really excited to play a real character.
Oh yeah.
All right, peace out.
Okay. Good
Peace
night, y'all.
out. Night, Naomi's.